You are what you are, buddy. But yeah, you is a snitch too. And I ain't happy about it. I'm mad about it. Because I've been knowing this the whole time. And I didn't even say nothing. I sat right here and still let the blame be on me. Because of the love I have for you.
Talking about, and y'all heard what y'all own ear. Bro, if you sit down with 12, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying, they said Roscoe the bus up.
Man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it.
What? We told before Gunna, 2015.
When Young Thug got arrested in the YSL RICO case, he did several interrogations about the crime his team YSL committed. However, the interrogations would get leaked. Roscoe's name being responsible for the Lil Wayne tour bus incident in 2015. The interrogation lasted 2 hours long. It even resulted in Pee Roscoe reacting, which reads, Pee Roscoe addresses Young Thug, supposedly telling on him in the interrogation room.
Politicking, man. Jeff, clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Irish soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in the interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter. What's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real street. Kept it solid. Kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So you feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now, let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Roscoe ain't told y'all that thing. Yeah, that's the beauty there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those. Everybody is in the stateroom, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements.
But weirdly, after 20 minutes, Young Thug would reply to Roscoe, they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. #RatWare. But his response being so fast, it made some people believe that Young Thug paid Pee Roscoe to come out and say he didn't snitch just so then they can try to save Young Thug's career. YSL Woody would catch on and he would call out Roscoe for his secret that he's been hiding.
And Pee Wee. Don't forget about that story when you said it out your own mouth how you did with that trans. Pee Wee Roscoe, you know well not to mention me, boy. You know I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no damn screws in my head, boy. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn swap past, and Thug tapped you and said, Pee Wee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your lean up in it. Don't get me started.
With the interrogation now going viral online, Tekashi 6ix9ine would react, dissing Young Thug for speaking longer than 2 hours with the police without even his lawyer there.
Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time I come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon. Like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me, the horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hear everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage's Future? Why you not saying nothing?
A lot of rappers would begin then mentioning Roscoe's attempt of saving Young Thug's rap career, just like YSL Mondo. He would come out speaking his thoughts, revealing that this is 100% snitching. Comment down below if you think it was.
I just beat him off a RICO. Come home, still talking about, oh, rat, da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your bro, cause you supposed to been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a RICO and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on there talking about, and y'all heard with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI. and did that in the third, and oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like, Gunna ratted from saying yes ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying they said Roscoe the bust up, and then a nigga Roscoe did 10 years behind this, and you just got on the internet talking about didn't rat on you? Boy, so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all need daddy figures, and y'all just be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Maybe they'll put me on. Maybe I can get some out. Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind Roscoe. You did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times. You feel me?
With this only the beginning, YSL Woody would then come out again, this time warning 21 Savage and Lil Baby to stay out of the mess because if Young Thug goes down, he will bring them down with him.
Told them that. Gunna, but it was going over their head. It was going over their head because why? This ain't street. This ain't who they pretend to be. I said, leave Gunna alone. Gunna did nothing wrong. Go look at Thug's interview. They said, why you didn't sign Lil Baby? Thug said, because I didn't want to pull Lil Baby in my... Hey, Lil Baby, I know you might be watching, partner. Got nothing to do with you. Get your money. Hey, we need somebody to win, buddy. It can't be you. Stay out of it. Hey, 21, y'all, stay out of it. Hey, because get what, bro? One thing I know about a nigga that ain't got nothing to lose, he gonna take everybody down with him. Trust me. When it's time for a nigga to stand up, they gonna stand up. They can say what they want to say about me. They can say what they want to say about me, but I ain't did what nobody forced me to do.
21 Savage would end up taking Woody's advice. It would be announced that 21 Savage just unfollowed Young Thug on Instagram. However, Woody is saying this because he's been manipulated by Young Thug in the past. Even academics wrote, YSL Woody says Young Thug never paid for a lawyer in all of those interrogations, and that he used to defend Young Thug because he was under manipulation. He now takes accountability for those actions.
There's no way you supposed to be in the interrogation room without no lawyer. That goes back to the beginning. That man got all this money. He's supposed to take care of all y'all. He supposed to make sure all y'all were good. But, it ain't his job to do that. That's me. I'm defending him. It ain't his job to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so blinded. I'm so manipulated. It ain't his job to, you know what I mean, do that. You know what I mean? We knew what we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Because if we knew what we were getting ourselves into, we would have never been in that. We would have never been in that at the beginning. I wouldn't. I didn't respect a lot of stuff. Still don't.
However, Woody wasn't the only person manipulated by Young Thug in the past because Rallo would come out and speak his own thoughts of Young Thug snitching. Rallo would tweet, well, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. So now you're gonna have to go through what me and Gunna went through, and we're still waiting on that gospel album. Where Rallo is not only mocking Young Thug for just tweeting recently, if you're a rapper and you rat, you just gotta go gospel, but he also exposed Young Thug's tactics. He has done this before, calling rappers in the industry all to avoid one certain person trying to ruin their career. Even when he was in jail, he called rappers telling them all to avoid Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
Young Thug would then respond to Rallo saying, you see, the difference between me and you is, one, your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that someone actually did something that they were arrested for. I made an honest mistake, saying that we sold Lil Wayne items to try to prove to detectives that we weren't beefing with them. And let's not forget, you told Fannie Willis you would take the stand on me and Lucci just to get out of jail. But it seemed as if Young Thug's response really angered the one person who is leaking the snitching missing in jail calls. As the following morning, the news would write, another clip of Young Thug in the interrogation room is going viral. Thug says, promises, I made promises, whatever, anything you want to know. In time, it's supposed to be a private conversation, then came out to the public. Academics reacted, man, Gunna been sitting on these jail phone recordings for a minute. Now is the right time for him to drop them to further prove Rallo's point that Young Thug puts everything against everyone. Gunna might be a genius, he played his hand smart.
I'm almost certain Gunna's team is leaking it to his fan pages. I'm almost certain, okay? I know they're not gonna agree to it, right? But I'm almost certain that Gunna's lawyers pulled, because yes, when you're in the case, you don't have to go through a Freedom of Information Act or anything like this, and some of these things would even be available, or it could be challenged if you try to do a FOIA on it. But it appears all of these things may have been gotten from maybe somebody who was in the case that would request them, and it could have been something for the nature of an appeal or something like that, so the courts are going to give it up because you're a defendant. So for me, I can't tell why there is, like, where's Gunna's calls? Like, we want to hear Gunna's calls, right? And by the way, you could tell maybe they were both doing it to each other. There's a time where Thug actually says he has been having his lawyers review Gunna's call, and Gunna is on the phone talking to a girl saying, I love you, I'm gonna come home soon. And he basically even thinks that Gunna got out of jail early because he wanted, which, bruv, if that's the case, the streets is cooked.
Strangely enough, only 20 minutes later, after academics revealed it is Gunna, more footage came out. The news wrote, an alleged leaked jail call from Young Thug has surfaced where he's calling QCP a rat and speaks on Lil Baby working with them.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was wham. Man, wham, that was your ever get too, rocking with rat. And you be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. A rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. A rat, I don't give what happened. That give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat. Whatever you're talking about. Imagine telling them niggas still beat the Kato.
This was the final straw for Young Thug. Going after Thug and Lil Baby's relationship, he wasn't having it. He would hop on IG Live, completely crashing out against who many believe is Gunna.
I ain't even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even gonna talk about none of that. Like, that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet your put it on Instagram. Yeah, your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still see it. You post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm finna say, so gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on, with that hat. Man say he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done went and took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man. And you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady that came took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
If you were Young Thug, would you get angry? Like the video, I'm curious, because Rallo, 6ix9ine, Wack 100, and DJ Academics all reacted in an IG Live to his crash out, and they would end up revealing the truth.
And get what? On that call, I never even told you he turned wham against P, or he turned wham against all these other different people that he did. But however, you have found out it came off the phone call. But guarantee you ain't going for that line. Should be shunned just like us. The judge had shunned them. Now the streets need to shun that. Guess what? That's what I'm telling you. The thing about sitting down there, coming on here, lying, playing them, yeah, you telling your ass the truth. Just like I stand up, don't like that tell the truth. He hiding behind these motherfuckers masks. But guess what? A mask gotta come off. You ain't gonna be able to keep that motherfucking mask on forever. You ain't gonna be able to keep throwing rocks and hide your hand. This is karma.
6ix9ine would then speak his own thoughts, which weirdly had the entire chat agreeing with him, but then it resulted in Wack 100 stepping in, confirming there is even more cases that we don't know about.
Young Thug came home and said, yo, buddy, a rat. Stop act like we cool. Made another excuse. Nah, but his music fire. I thought I said when he come home and say that Gunna told Y'all was gonna be like, all right, now everybody, you see how every time it's something every time?
And we like Thug though, man. Like somebody, yo.
Thug told, bro.
What?
He told before Gunna, 2015 told. And this was crazy. Got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went. He got coming out the Lowe's Hotel, the same hotel where Yo Gotti them had that bang out. Remember that bang out happened? Got caught in the Sprinter with 2 or 3 sticks. We ain't heard about that case. This was back then. He told my, and like Rollo said, what conversations did you have since then?
This left the entire chat spamming why would Gunna still be signed to YSL if he snitched, and if Young Thug is truly as mad as he is, why is he still giving Gunna a platform? Where academics would then reveal the very deep meaning behind it. He revealed that Young Thug is getting royalties from Gunna for the rest of his life, and that he never dropped Gunna, as Thug has always known he has also talked in the interrogation room.
Gunna got out. You gotta remember, Thug is running this label from behind jail. Thug wanted this off the fucking label. There's a lot of paperwork there, and also you got to realize they're not going to release somebody from their contract because they snitch. They're going to say, we're going to make money off a snitch. We don't do that. I'll give you a little bit more tea. All that told by Boston Richie told, Future wouldn't do a record with him, but Future wouldn't drop him. You see how it's business at the end of the day. And I had these conversations with people that worked with the new regime over at 300/Atlantic. And they said, yo, what's probably going to happen is that his contract is going to get moved. So he won't be YSL. But no, in the history of time, we don't care what you do, they're not letting you go. They'll optically take you off the label, but they're never going to say, we don't want percentage points on money you make.
Things were getting very out of hand. Young Thug needed to drop a song to diss everyone back in a way that didn't break his probation, but it didn't work. Young Thug would then leak his first response track titled Closing Arguments, where in these lyrics, it may result in him being arrested. It breaks down his snitching allegations, revealing the truth. Young Thug would begin the song rapping, Gunna a rat, Yak a rat, laying it out on the line that those two are the true snitches, but this goes against his probation agreement, dissing people that were involved in the YSL case. But he would also get the attention of Wack 100. He said because Young Thug dropped this song thinking that he's sweet and that he's gonna get out of this mess, he's gonna release a 2-hour phone call of Young Thug dissing Drake.
Hey Wack, do you think it's over for Thug, man?
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that we still got about 2 more hours of content. We already sent Drake the 28 minutes in his head. We been over my Tony.
Wait. There's a 28-minute.
Listen what I'm trying to tell you, Act. I told the Pee Wee on your channel. I came on being humble. You know me. I said, oh, you speak for Thug? Then it's on. I'm about to over him. I told him that. The next day, it been on. And we not gonna stop.
But it's what Young Thug said next in the lyrics, saying, quote, can't compare no one to me, bro. There's real rats around this place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did what I did, trying my best to help my brother, got in a situation that he was in, and I got no regrets for a fact. This would get the attention of YSL Mondo. Mondo would react, revealing that it was Young Thug who actually started all of the snitching in YSL. He was the main reason there was a YSL RICO trial.
Didn't the Lil Wayne tour bus happen before Nut got, before any of that happened, before anybody else told him? You the first to tell, buddy. You the first going on the talking to the police. Facts. That was way before the goddamn before Nut got in some more. So you mean to tell me, buddy, you was the first, you the reason why the RICO started. And I ain't finna keep beating around the bush. You the reason why the RICO started, buddy. Let's keep it real. Come on, man, let's keep it real. Buddy, you the reason why the RICO started.
This would end up getting the attention of Young Thug, where he would do something very unexpected, sharing one of his own leaked jail calls where Young Thug specifically says Gunna is the reason the YSL case turned RICO.
He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a gang. He said YSL is a gang, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crime in furtherance of the game. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full blown lie. I know individuals on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Like you committed just so you can say slime big. Like that's real. That's what RICO is. That's RICO. So get found guilty on RICO, you really you got a life up, and you are 100% black. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. You can't commit no crime. Yeah, I can't commit no crime. Them the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the f you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. You just made it a RICO case. You just made it the case.
The moment that Young Thug started to look better in the public from his new song and even tagging his own leaked jail calls, things would end up getting very bad. It was then announced shortly after, Young Thug calls out Lil Durk from behind bars. Knowing what has been said by Thug in the interrogation room and in different jail calls, is it safe to assume that he shared information about Durk's team OTF committing crimes?
What's up with the boy Durk? You with the boy Durk?
Yeah.
You need to make that. I don't know. I did a lot of players for the boy too though. When the boy career went where it supposed to be, man, Pluto. I was really like locked in with him, like just really with him. But I don't know. He acting a little different. I don't like that, man.
What you mean?
Like
what he?
I done sent him a few songs. He just like I know for sure going right up. He just got them taking his time, they go to 4-5 days, 10 days later, just like that little type. Like, man, you got going on, man.
Yeah. I already know what you mean.
Like, man, it's too much for you, man. Watch out.
Yeah.
He did that to Land album, so I want them on the Land album. Yeah. He sent a song from the Land album. Yeah, he sent a song for it. Then goddamn, when it's time to clear the song, he don't clear the song, so the song didn't make the album.
He ain't clear.
Man, didn't clear the song.
What you mean ain't clear the song?
Yeah, he did. He worked out. Then you get on the internet, keep talking about thug, this and that, man. Cut that cap.
This would end up getting the attention of an OTF member. It goes and reads, Chicago rapper Lil Durk's OTF associate, OTF twin, reacts to Atlanta rapper Young Thug speaking on Durk in a leaked jail call, saying, quote, that boy on them phones gossiping like a straight girl. I'll never trust a guy who put on makeup and a dress. This wouldn't settle well for Young Thug. He even responded, all y'all new dudes in OTF just know that I'm the one who sent Brian Seal to help him on my own dime. However, this was very important to Young Thug. Once again, a leaked jail call affecting the relationship with one of his best friends. Thug's sister would come out to speak. As it was written, Young Thug's sister says people are calling him a snitch just because they know that he can't come back to Atlanta. Said we've been putting bell to everyone, that's why everyone's clicked up. Comment if you think Young Thug is a snitch.
Don't be on the internet acting like my brother just when y'all know my brother ain't dead. On the internet acting like y'all just my brother. You know for a fact y'all doing it because he can't come back to Atlanta. Yeah. Don't do this. Don't click up do all this because they know he can't come back to Atlanta. That the only thing it is, he can't come back here. All that spit. Spit on who? Man, we gonna lay right back to A. Now we been putting belt. That's why everybody clicked up.
But once again, moments after, another jail call would leak, making it very obvious anytime Young Thug or his family respond to those that are dissing him, the person leaking it ends up responding with more. This was a 21 Savage phone call where the two would speak about Gunna snitching out of the YSL case early.
Type. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't with you until just say so.
But
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Durk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy. That ain't really saying that to no. Yeah, that's just like, damn, I'm disappointed, bro.
Yeah, but that's still.
But guess what? Though, that makes you.
Position is, bro.
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped.
Plus, they had a conversation with you for that anything.
Yeah, but Wham did though. I talked to Wham. So we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right, he's like, all right, say less. Same shit. I'm talking about off top. Soon it happened.
However, Charleston White is making it his mission to not allow Young Thug to get out of this, reacting and confirming this will be the downfall of the YSL rapper.
Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, say TCV is looking at all this old videos. I told y'all Young Thug would go tell it. I told y'all.
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months, locked up in them conditions like that there, he'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break.
I told y'all, I am the new prophet. I thought, man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all, hip-hop is fake.
However, Charleston was not done here. He would double down further, saying that he's gonna destroy Young Thug.
Say, listen, Atlanta, I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Woody, be quiet. Rollo, you know they wrong for how they did you. Lil Baby, you might as well stop hanging with Thug. Gunna, don't talk, just stay back. Let me get this, I got y'all. Can't nobody beat me. I'm finna destroy. Thanks, come on now. Don't.
Knowing Young Thug had no way out of this, he would then release another song, this time titled Miss My Dogs. This time, this track would be used as an apology to everyone that he talked about in the jail calls, or even at the beginning of the music video, it shows the moments of him leaving jail and being picked up in the Escalade. Notice Brian Steele, his lawyer, standing in the suit and tie while Thug is wearing the same outfit when the judge told him that he's free to go.
Hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again. You find it in your heart to allow me to go home and be with my family and just do better as a person. I know what I...
So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation.
However, the release of Thug's new song, Miss My Dogs, also came with a legal issue. The news wrote, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. This resulted in a viral tweet reading, Benzino calls out the system for leaking Young Thug's private jail calls, saying that it was designed to bait him in while on probation. He believes the government purposely leaked them without any watermarks to sway the public's opinion.
What I'm more surprised at and more kind of pissed off at is how the is this even constitutional that a prison, which is part of the system, right, can leak private phone calls? I don't, it blows me. How can that happen? Now, they're saying, well, who leaked them? Somebody had to get money for them. Nah, because there's no watermark on them. If TMZ bought them, you can best believe TMZ's watermark will be all over that. There's no watermark. I guarantee the government's leaking them because they know what they're doing. They know, let me tell you something, from the feds to City Hall to the mayor to the governor, they all got a communications department where they have hired staff that all they do is look at social media for various reasons. That's it. And us, as a community and culture, we just give them everything they want. It's easy.
This ties in perfectly to what DJ Academic said the day that Thug was released from jail, announcing that it's all a setup for Thug to eventually go back to prison.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. He's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about the game. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how is gonna play out.
As academics would even further explain, these YSL guys who are being exposed for speaking in the interrogation room, they all want the public to know that they are gangster so bad.
You know, I like all this YSL. I like Thug, I like Gunna. I'm gonna like him before, I'm gonna like him after. But I'm gonna tell you where they got wrong at. They've been propagating the street free code. These are millionaires. Millionaires made it from the bottom. But they're obsessed with trying to portray the image that they're the realest street ever. I just seen Woody put up a post. He says, no, I'm not okay. Huh? Since when is street it sounded like little white girls Karen? Everybody in that situation need therapy. And the reality why they all need therapy is because they made it. When YSL was known by you and me, YSL was lit, popping. But they weren't happy with all the money and all. They still want to propagate the same. Then as soon as Johnny Law come, they don't want to do it no more. They start thinking about their mamas, their sisters, their kids. Never seen something like that. It's the first time I've seen gangsters need therapy.
With Young Thug wanting to prove to everyone that he is still a gangster, no matter what leaked online, it's getting him in trouble. It's breaking his probation. But this is where it connected to something very interesting. When Young Thug was released, he called out a woman police officer, the same officer Gunna made his plea deal with.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4 p.m. is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said, biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted, all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is gonna be like, oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying, and indictment's finna come down.
Making many believe it could be the girl officer who is leaking the audios to get back at Young Thug. But comment down below who you believe is leaking everything, and like the video if you'll still listen to Young Thug's music and are a fan. I'm curious how many of you will.